right, my dearest of friends, I have gotten to my storage items. Now, I showed this on my Instagram the other day when I purchased this stuff. This stuff is either from Dollar Tree or it's pretty much from Walmart. So I'll walk you through and let you know, but I got these clips. Now, these came from Rite Aid. They were in their 50% off section because bag clips never go amiss here at our house. So I've got those. Now these storage bins, these here have handles, and I went with red because I have an apple theme in my kitchen, kind of a country apple, so I thought the red would work nicely. So here we have these red bins, and these have handles, which I think will help the kids being able to pull them out and hopefully put them back. We'll soon see, I guess. So I've got 3 of these. I have 2 of these, and these are storage dispensers made for cereal, and they have where the lid will pop up and clips down. But I have a total of 2 of these. Those are from Walmart, as well as these. Now these are jumbo ones. Depending upon the cereal, I'll buy a very large bag of cereal instead of buying box because they taste the same pretty much. And if we find one that doesn't, then we know we can't buy it that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these and use these for the bigger ones, and then use these for the smaller ones, because these here are 16 cup dispensers, and then these here are, oh my goodness, does it even say how big these are? Let's flip it and say, yeah, here we go. These here are 24 cup dispensers. So we're gonna see where we get with these. So there's those, and yes, there's quite a bit of cereal in our house, so I got these. It's a 3 pack of these, they call them Ramaican sauce cups. I hope I said that right. But they're sold in the 3 pack. I thought that they may come in handy for some small things in the cabinet. So I also got a couple of command hooks. I'm not sure if I'll need them in this cabinet, but there are others that I might. I got a 4 pack of these smaller red baskets, and then I got 4 of these baskets, also from Dollar Tree, and they have a more sturdy handle on them. And then here I got 1 large basket from Dollar Tree, also in the red. So those are the items that I'm going to be using, as well as my brother label maker. So let me show you that here real quick. Hang on. All right, these small containers here, they're called Sure Fresh. These came from Dollar Tree also. And according to the container, these hold 6.75 cups, or 54 fluid ounces. And when you look here, this here is 32 ounces, or 2 pounds. So we're going to see how much we can get into this container of our pancake mix, so we can store that up above here as well. Alright, so we were able to get that 32 ounce buttermilk pancake and waffle mix all in here. So let's go ahead and push the lid on, and then now we have it in a airtight container, or a sealable container, and don't have to worry about it flooding all over. But now the problem is if you look at this, you look here at my canister of flour, You look at my husband's gems. You look at my powdered sugar. You look at my white sugar. It's hard to tell what it is. So this is where our label maker is going to come in. So this is buttermilk pancake mix. So we're going to grab hold of our poor label maker here. Alright, and we have our label maker. And as I said, it runs on outlet or battery. So we're going to go ahead and plug it in here. And then there is a outlet right behind the dishwasher here. So let's pull that forward a little bit. And it's clear full. It's going to be one of those days. Give me just a second to move the camera to where we can work with this poor thing. And I'll bring you guys right back. Alright, so now we have our label maker all plugged in. And what you do with the label maker is you're going to hit the power button. And then it comes up and it actually has the last one that I did. So we're going to back out of that. Okay. Now, we're going to label what we have in there. So we have buttermilk. So BUTTERMILK. Buttermilk mix. Let's do, that won't help my husband. Buttermilk pancake. And then mix. Okay, so we've got that there. Next step is that we're going to need to print that. So you hit the print button. Now it gives you the option to print more than one label. And for right now, we're only going to do the one. So you go ahead and you hit print again. And it's going to print out your label. Now when it's done, there's a button here that has a pair of scissors. You click that up and it cuts it and drops it to the floor if you're not careful. So we're going to grab our label off the floor, and here it tells us we have buttermilk pancake mix. Now we're going to go ahead and get this adhered to the container. Now, to stick it on here, I always like to check, and that's pretty big. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to trim by the word buttermilk and cut between buttermilk and pancake, and trim here by the word mix. And we're going to do it in two lines. And these do have a crease where you can crease it and pull half of your back off, and then crease it and pull the other half of your back off. So we're going to take our buttermilk, the word buttermilk, stick it right here. And then our one that says pancake mix, again we're going to crease it, pull the backs off, and stick buttermilk pancake mix. Now there's no question about what is in here. So we're going to take this, we can throw that away, throw away our little label sheets, throw that away. And then when you look, we've got a container, a little smaller than the box, and we don't have to worry about the box being crushed, the spout flying open. It's all right here into a Rubbermaid type container. Alright, so let's work on this bottom shelf. This bottom shelf is going to need to be the stuff that the kids get into frequently. And like I said, to make it easier, I would like to use those baskets that have the handles on them. Picture these. and we're going to stick the things that they use frequently into those. Well, one of the things that gets used quite frequently, especially by Eddie, is the applesauce and the pudding. And another thing that I think that will fit very nicely in these is also all of the oatmeal. So we're going to get started with putting stuff into these, and then we will start getting stuff slowly put away here. Okay? But before we do that, things that can be put away up in here, like I said, is Eddie's pudding and his applesauce. So I'd like to put the pudding in one container and the applesauce in another so that we're not mixing those. So let's get that ready to go here next. Okay, so we're going to start putting the pudding in here, and we're going to break these apart here and take them out of the cardboard piece as we are putting those in here. And we fit three almost full containers in here and still have plenty of room. So we're going to go ahead and get that slid up into the cabinet. Now we're going to do the same thing using another one of these baskets, but this time for the applesauce that he uses to take his medicine. And again, we have plenty of room in here to store some more applesauce as we need to buy it and bring it into the house. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put the applesauce up here as well. Now, the next thing, like I said, that I think I'm going to put into one of those red containers is all of the oatmeal, because the oatmeal would also fit up in this cabinet here without too much problem. So let's go ahead and work on the oatmeal. One box. Yeah, you heard that right. There are boxes of oatmeal. Alright, so we have all of the maple and brown sugar oatmeal in here, so let's get it put into the cabinet now. And I think I'm going to put his chocolate pudding and his applesauce on one side, put the oatmeal here on another, and then I still have an original and a pumpkin spice. These are ones that were bought for recipes, so I think what I'm going to do with these is put these into a smaller container, not a handled one. I think we're going to use another one of these smaller containers here, and we're going to put the peanut butter in here. We have 2 containers of crunchy and 2 containers of smooth and a to-go. And I'm going to slide that up there. That's pretty easy to see exactly what that is. Now, I think I'm going to use this much larger basket to house the different boxes of crackers that we have here. So let me see what we've got. Alright, so we've got a couple different boxes of saltines. So what I think I'm going to do is take all of those and combine those into one box. We have the same situation here with the 2 ranch. So I think, again, because my kids are famous for, as soon as they just grab a box. If the newer box is in front, the older box has got shoved to the back, they're going to grab the newer box. So I'm going to go ahead and combine the 2 of these so that we can take them down to one box as well. Now, since they were both open, neither one of them were shut, so that's not going to be a problem. Those are going to be thrown away. So let's check the regular loose ends here. Okay. I think this, I'm going to have to, saltine cracker box. It's too high. Need the townhouse down as well. Let's see if that'll fit up here better. Yep, much better. So we'll slide those in, having the cracker side sticking out so that we can get those out. Now I'm going to get another one of these smaller baskets and put these individual single crackers into those. So give me just a second. To take all of this cereal and put it from boxes that are getting smushed into the plastic containers is going to take a little configuring. So what we're going to do is take them out of these bags and boxes and put them into those plastic bins, but it's going to take me just a few minutes, so let me get all that set up and we'll get ready to go. Alright guys, I took one of the small ones, took the bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the generic version, and dumped it into this container and then made labels for on this. Now I'm just going to have to figure out which other cereals are worth boxing up here. So I'm going to get started on that. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, done. Come over here. I think the Frosted Flakes we're also going to put in one of these. So I'm going to take the sticker off. There we go. Nice clean slate to work with there. And let's put the Frosted Flakes in there. There we go. And how we did that of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Put the lid on. Now we're going to go back to our label maker and make the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or the Frosted Flake label, make the label. Please excuse the dishes. These are lunch dishes and we're waiting on the dishwasher to finish drying the others. Sugar. Well, we don't need to emphasize the sugar. Let's just go frosted flakes and print. And we're going to do 2 of this one and print. Let's put these over here. And just like before, scissor, and it's going to cut. So I'm going to cut it right on those dots like I showed you. There, we got 2 separate labels now. And then the reason I did 2 separate labels, we're going to put one here on a side. And again, you just pinch it, pull the label off, pinch it, pull the label off. Don't let it curl. We're going to put the Frosted Flakes. That is a staple cereal as well here. Frosted Flakes here. As you can see, that won't fit, so we're going to do Frosted and then do Flakes and 2 levels, sorry. And I'm going to cut the little edges off. Peel back. Peel back. And then we can keep on Frosted. And then cut the extra edge off of the flakes. Hold it, peel it back, peel it back. And then we have Frosted Flakes and Frosted Flakes. So regardless of how it's sitting, the kids should be able to see what is in the container. So let's set this over here. Done with that one, and move on to the next. Now, I don't know about you, but I really like this Honey Crisp Medley, which is a flake, and then they've got these nut clusters in them. And regardless of whether it's a name brand or an off-brand, to me it's all the same. And I also use this every once in a while in my yogurt and things when I don't have the granola available. So what we're going to do is I have 2 boxes, but they're 2 different types. We're going to go ahead and just combine these. And because we are combining 2, we are going to use one of the large containers for that. Didn't take as much as I thought it would. Okay, so now we're going to take a lid, pop the lid on here, and then go ahead and go back and do the labels. So let me print the labels for these, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I have my 2 labels here. We're going to take the really long one here and feed it across the top here. Top on. And then the bottom off. Like so. So there's that one. With these being smaller. I cut the other one into parts, so we're going to put that in here. We're going to stick it on the edge that has the liters because we do everything in ounces. So we have Honey Crisp. And then almond cereal on this one. The nice thing about these, when you want to change out what you have in them, all you have to do is labels and make new. And again, this one's labeled, ready to go, so it should be all set. So we got one more here to do, and I think I may have to go out and get a couple more, but we are set with the essentials, I think. So let's go ahead and get this one filled up, get it labeled, and then I'll be right back. Now, something I got to thinking about here with these, the buttermilk pancake mix and the blueberry pancake mix, was that if I didn't have the box, how was I going to know the directions? So what I decided to do is on the back, I printed out the directions on labels. The PC ones tell us what we need for pancakes, and the bottom one for waffles. And I did that on both of them so that we would know what the directions were. So when in doubt, label it up. So these, I'm thinking instead of putting up in the cabinet where the main food is, that I might put this in my baking area, which is the next set of cabinets that we will do next time. Because according to the Fly Lady system, 15 to 30 minutes, and we are sitting at about 30. So I'm gonna call it quits for today and put these off to the side with the Jello jigglers that I found up there, and those will go into our baking section. So let's go back and let me show you the cabinet now that it's done, and it is neat, it is organized better, but the problem is it's still not what I told. The one problem with these cabinets is they're just not made to hold things correctly, because they go back for as far as the eye can see. But here we have the Eddie's Medicine applesauce and his pudding, and here we have granola and the oatmeal. And then up here we move into crackers and more snacky things, and Nutella, marshmallow cream. And then up here are the things that we don't use near as often. Peanut butter is up here though. We do use that quite a bit, but I couldn't make it fit with the other things. So the peanut butter and our emergencies up here. So those are the things that we store in here. As you can tell, cereal's no longer in here because I couldn't get the containers to fit. So that's not in here any longer. So what I did with that is over here under my baking table, we just sat them for now, because they are in plastic containers. I don't think it'll be that big of a problem. So that's where we're gonna leave those for right now. So hopefully when we do make our move, we will have cabinets that are made to hold this kind of stuff, or even more cabinets. So I would have more options as to where to put these things, especially when they're larger. But with them being labeled, I think it'll be a lot easier for the kids to find them and to actually use them. All right, friends, so that is declutter number 1. So when you work with the Fly Lady system, you have this thing called a control journal, and I'm going to go grab my control journal and lay it out here so I can kind of show you that. And still got cereal and pancake and waffle mix everywhere. And in that control journal, you keep a list of the things that you want to declutter. And that was one big one for me. And I ended up with 2 bags of boxes of garbage. So I need to take that out to our recycle trash and get that ready. But let me go grab my control lady, my control journal, and for the Fly Lady, and so we can look and see what's coming up next, get stuff marked off so that we